everybody, High Flyers Tag Team. Back here in the new video again today. On today's video, I want to discuss a little bit of this article. Not the whole article, just some of it. This article from Variety, but there's a few things that stand out to me that I do want to break down and discuss. I'm only going to read some of this. If you want to read the whole article for yourself, I'll link it below. There's a few questions in here that I find interesting or stuff that I do want to talk about, including Wingard straight up dropping which one of between Godzilla and Kong are stronger. So yeah, let's go on, shall we? First question I want to read. Was it hard to tell a story that gave equal weight to both King Kong and Godzilla? His response, not at all. It gave me a clear pathway for how to focus the story. It allows you to bounce around in interesting ways. A lot happens in this film. We go all over the world. We go into the earth. We go everywhere. The details of how you get from one place to another are less interesting than the big moments, and this film is all about creating totally dense entertainment. Because we had these two characters follow, it allowed us to just stay focused on the more interesting moments. Would there be an interesting sequence about how to get a 300-foot gorilla on a boat? Maybe, but that's going to take a while, and you might be better served going to the next big sequence. You don't want to waste anyone's time, so we had these big movies throw where you have a line and then you're off to the next thing. It's a movie for kids too. So I put myself in the mindset of when I was a kid and remember my attention span back then. So, as we heard, the pacing's very fast. Wingard knows that some of it's not really necessary, so he's not holding back. He's just going to only keep in what's necessary. These two I think are pretty important too. Did you struggle to keep the film's running time at 2 hours? A lot of fans online were asking me, is this going to be a 3-hour film? When it was announced that it was a little under 2 hours. They immediately thought, when is the director's cut coming? Like the movies, under 2 hours. I think if you do a movie over 2 hours, you better have a damn good reason for it to be that long. At the end of the day, if you're going to make this film in the 3 hours, you're not going to get an extra hour of monsters fighting. You're going to get an extra hour of people talking about it. So there won't be a Snyder cut of Godzilla vs. Kong. No Snyder cut for me. This is it. So, guys, he said the film was 2 hours long. He filmed it like that, and he doesn't want it to be 3 hours, because if you do 3 hours, well, he's like, all you're going to get is more people talking, which is the same thing with the King of the Monsters cut, director's cut that people are talking about, which a lot of people haven't looked into that and don't know that it's just an assembly cut, and Michael has said that it wouldn't be that good, but that's a different topic. Scrolling down, skipping that question. Okay, so here's two more important questions. How did you approach the fight scenes? We allowed the topography of the battle locations, to guide us. I probably said that wrong. Some of the criticism leveled at the monster movies is that it is always just monsters smacking each other and rolling around. I wanted the action sequences to be more memorable. For our first major action scene, which is an ocean battle, we had Kong at a severe disadvantage. He can't really swim that well. He can't hold his breath. Godzilla swims really well. He's on his home turf, and he already has the advantage because he's a stronger monster. So there you guys go. From the words of Wingard himself, who's superior, who's stronger between Godzilla and Kong? The director of the movie himself says Godzilla is the stronger monster. So you guys can quit having those arguments now of who's going to be more, now he didn't say more powerful, but I mean, it's probably going to be the same thing. Or he could mean that too. But when people are debating who can hit harder, who's, all this, who's all that, Godzilla's the stronger one. Probably part of the reason why when Kong punches Godzilla, he barely moves, and then Kong goes flying back. So yeah, it sounds like Godzilla is the stronger of the two monsters, confirmed by the director himself. Did you side more with Kong or Godzilla? You can't help but identify with Kong more. He's more like us. I've always been a bigger Godzilla fan, but I found myself falling in love with Kong in a way that I wasn't expecting. I really worried about him. There are certain things in the script that came about and were supposed to happen to him, and I mixed them. I felt too bad for him. So I don't get exactly what he's trying to say there. Or I nixed them. I said mix them. I nixed them. I think that means he gets rid of them. Says he feels bad for him. I don't know what he's trying to say here, but it sounds like in some of the old scripts, Kong was in for a shitty time, which is weird. Not going to read that question. Not going to read that question. So there's all the questions. If you want to read the other questions on your own, they were either on screen. You could probably pause and read it. Or you could do the other method of supporting the article, supporting Variety, give them your clicks, and let them know that I sent you. But yeah, guys, what have we learned? No 3-hour cut. Wingard himself said that if this movie went 3 hours, it would just be humans talking more, and a whole extra hour of humans talking, and he didn't want that. He knows attention spans can be small. He wants kids to be able to watch this movie too. Um, he was talking about just how quick paced it is. He says that Kong's at a huge disadvantage in the ocean battle. Apparently, he can't swim that well. It doesn't say he can't swim; it just says he can't swim well, and he can't really hold his breath. But like I said, Wingard straight up said, Godzilla or Kong, Godzilla is stronger. So there you guys go. Once again, no more need for debates. Director himself says Godzilla's stronger of the two, unless the movie presents something different. Because sometimes directors do throw these wacky curveballs. They'll say something, something else happens. But I don't know if that's the case. Just going off the shots we're getting so far, I could definitely see what he means about Godzilla being the stronger one. Whenever he sends Kong flying, like with most hits, and I was shocked that Wingard actually revealed that he's a Godzilla fan more than Kong. And some of the stuff he said in this article kind of surprised me. Um, I don't know why he said some of it. I thought he was going to wait till after the movie, but hey, he said what he said. How you guys go? Are you guys shocked? Is this what you expected? Are you disappointed? Please don't be toxic. Don't start a freaking war over this. Like, don't get too bad. Again, we're all fans here. Let's just enjoy the movie. It's coming shortly, anytime now. The hype is real, guys. Let's just have a good time, everyone. Don't have to be toxic. The movie's a week away. When next week comes, we'll be fans and debate then. This is just one interview, and he could be misleading. 100% could be misleading. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, though. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please share, subscribe. Hope everyone's a great day. I don't read articles that often, so I thought this would be nice to do since this is a huge topic. And yeah. Hey, as always, peace out and bye-bye.